So what's the hype with Moringa Oleifera? I recently jumped on the bandwagon to understand this miracle plant, which is also known as the miracle tree. It was originally found in the foothills of the Himalayas and in northwest India. There are approximately 13 species, but the one most oftenly sold and grown is Moringa oleifera. The plant is well known for its nutritional benefits as well as its medicinal benefits, with every part on the plant being beneficial, such as the leaves, the seeds, the bark, and has been used in traditional medicine for ages. If you live in a hot climate, moringa tolerates drought very well. You can easily grow it around your own home. At the end of this video, I will show you how to grow moringa at home. It's convinced me to include it in my own diet and to provide it for my dog. From my research, the moringa leaf has so many antioxidants that it can slow the aging of the cells in my dog. And it has high amounts of vitamin C that can promote natural collagen production for my dog's skin, his joints. It even has antimicrobial properties that can reduce inflammation in my dog as well as prevent rashes. It will boost his immune system, increase his energy levels, and improve his brain function. And there's a belief that dogs who are suffering from diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, it may benefit their overall health. So why is Moringa oleifera so healthy? The leaves of Moringa oleifera has beta carotene, which is a precursor to vitamin A and an antioxidant. So it's good for our overall skin, our joints, our eyes, and it's going to help reduce inflammation in the body and reduce oxidative stress. It also has tons of minerals, high amounts of calcium, and like I mentioned earlier, loads of vitamin C, as well as potassium. And the potassium is excellent because in these days, we may be eating too much salt, and to counteract it in the body, we need to eat more potassium-rich foods. Moringa leaves also has all of your essential amino acids, the building blocks to protein. So it is an excellent plant-based source of protein. So in today's discussion, I won't focus so much on the bark of the plant because I recently purchased just the leaves and the seeds to eat for myself and to provide it for my dog, as well as potentially growing a full-blown miracle tree in my backyard. I came across a comprehensive article explaining all of the benefits of the moringa plant. I'll go over some key benefits in the article. So the moringa plant has been studied all around the world. Its use has been dated back to 1000 BC. This article listed every compound in the plant that is beneficial to the human health, and it's a lot. For example, here in this chart, it lists a tons of flavonoids. We know flavonoids help defend our body against free radicals, which can damage cell membranes, deform our DNA, and even cause cell death when it's not necessary. In other words, it can develop into cancer and just make our body not function to its full capacity. But the list goes on, and if I were to cover everything, I would probably be here discussing it with you for 3, 4, 5 hours. So let's just narrow down and not overload your brain with all of the important nutritional benefits of moringa, but focus on 2 that I think are closely related that will benefit you. But before I go over the 2 that I chose that I think would benefit most of us, let's just take a look at this image from the article. So the moringa blocks multiple pathways in the body that can lead to obesity, cancer, inflammation, wound healing, ulcers, diabetes, and arthritis. The properties in moringa has been even shown to benefit the brain. If you look at this image here, it can help the brain work better, reduce toxic substances from affecting and accumulating in the brain. And the brain is a very sensitive organ. If you don't protect it, you can develop issues like So let's get back to the specifics that I chose to discuss today. If you're having a hard time regulating your body weight and you're eating more carbohydrates or sugar than usual and potentially feeling the crash of a sugar rush or carbohydrate high, or are already diabetic and scared of what may happen to you down the line, then this information may interest you. And if you're none of the above and just trying to enhance your overall health and to prevent yourself from even getting to that point, then continue listening on. So the moringa leaves have anti-obesity activity. In one study, they studied the addition of moringa powder leaves to rats for 49 days, and they found that it helped reduce their cholesterol, high cholesterol, which in turn regulated their chances of becoming obese. And they found that the way the body responded to moringa was by reducing the expression of two hormones, and that is leptin and resistin. What are these two hormones? Resistin is a hormone released by fat cells in the body, and the amount of resistin released will determine how well your body metabolizes sugar and how well it regulates inflammation inside of the body. Resistin in obese people is typically very high because they have more fat to release resistin. So high resistin means that your body is less likely to break down sugar. And if you have high blood sugar circulating throughout your body, this would be considered the no-go zone. And then leptin is also a hormone produced by fat cells. Leptin controls how your appetite is, your body weight, and your energy levels. Leptin is high in people who have a lot of fat, obese people. And if you have high leptin levels, it can lead to the resistance of glucose metabolism, sugar breakdown. And then your appetite will not be controlled, your energy levels will be low, which will result in you doing less physical activity and at risk for becoming overweight and obese. Studies have also shown that moringa leaves can help you become anti-diabetic. It can prevent you from becoming diabetic or helping those who are diabetic control their blood sugar levels. When they tested this in rats, it helped maintain their blood sugar levels at a very steady pace after a meal. The plants were shown in humans to reduce the blood sugar levels 3 hours after intake. So why do you want your blood sugar levels consistent throughout the day? There are 3 main reasons that I think could be relatable to you. Fluctuations in blood sugar levels can lead to fluctuations in energy levels. You can become more fatigued, more irritable, and you can have difficulty concentrating if your blood sugars are too high in the body. So keeping it at a steady pace will maintain your energy levels and ensure that you can focus properly on whatever tasks you're doing throughout the day. Number 2, weight gain. If you have high blood sugar levels, you're more likely to become overweight and obese. And this may be related to low energy levels, the changes in your appetite because of the leptin and resistin. So you're eating more, you have no self-control, and you have no energy to be proactive and active throughout your day. And 3, your mood and mental clarity. Don't you want to feel the best and feel energetic and excited about the day? Do you want to be irritable, depressed, and not inspired for whatever projects you want to get yourself into? And then if you're diabetic, you need to maintain a healthy, consistent blood sugar level throughout your day because it can lead to other detrimental diseases pertaining to the heart, the kidney, the liver, and your blood vessels throughout. So the benefits I just discussed is that moringa can help you manage your blood sugar levels, and it can help you manage your weight, and it can help prevent your body from becoming inflamed and allowing free radicals to scour your body and damage areas that you need to be working at its full capacity. So how much moringa should you be taking? They've done studies that show that there were no adverse effects with 5,000 milligrams per kilogram of moringa a day, but there were some deviations or some irritation to the liver and the kidneys. So after trial and error, studies suggest that you should only be taking at most 70 grams of moringa per day to prevent damage to your kidney and your liver. At this dose, moringa has been shown to be safe and therapeutic. Today will be the first day I attempt to grow moringa seeds. I purchased these moringa seeds. What we need to do is soak the seeds overnight and then plant them about 1 inch deep into well-draining soil. The soil should be moist but not soggy, and the crucial point is that the soil must be above 70 degrees Fahrenheit in order for the seed to germinate. Right now, the weather in my area has not been warm enough, so I will be growing it in a container, letting it sit out in the sun in the daytime when it's in the 70s, and in the evening when the temperature drops to 50s, I'm going to bring it indoors to hopefully get a germination quicker than leaving it outside. It is suggested that the moringa seeds are directly sown into the ground because they don't have a dormancy period. Transplanting can be a bit difficult when the roots are too long. Make sure the plant receives at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight. As far as how the moringa powder tastes, I typically mix it in a glass of almond milk, and I would say it tastes similar to maybe a more nutty flavor matcha green tea powder. But overall, it's not difficult to consume, and I add about a teaspoon to my dog's dog food in the morning. Overall, I'm so excited to reap the benefits. While I hope this information was helpful to you, go ahead and check back on my next video.